I think Pastor Linda gave me a softball this week because the gift of love in action is something that is demonstrated here in this parish just all the time. There isn't a one of you in these pews or joining us on Zoom that hasn't given of your time, your actions, to make this community stronger and to strengthen our spiritual lives as well as our day-to-day worldly lives. My small action, compared to what many of you do, is to be a part of the vestry. And I've been doing that for a couple of years now. And it's given me insights into the inner workings of the church and to all of the things that Linda administers to or ministers to. And I just want to contrast that a little with my experiences growing up. I was raised Catholic, and I was a member of a parish that had over 2,000 parishioners, really similar to here. And we always had 3, sometimes 4 priests. We always had at least 12 nuns or 12 women to persecute me my entire childhood. We had church and school secretaries. We had church and school janitors. We had a church organist who had this innate ability to turn every single hymn into a funeral dirge. Even Christmas carols were somber and morose. But I gotta say, and I gotta also point out that in a parish of 2,000 people in the 60s, most of those parishioners were under the age of 18 because everybody came from a big family. We were underperformers. There were only 8 kids in our family. And I had friends who were one of 10 or 12 or even 14 kids. But I gotta say that I really felt like we were spectators a good portion of the time. I don't remember my mom ever saying, "Oh God, we have coffee hour this week, start baking." Everything just kind of happened because there was tons of staff. And I don't see church being that way here. We are all participants, active participants, donating all kinds of actions to make things this wonderful community that it is. And looking back, I know that all of that hive of activity in that Catholic church happened because of that numbered envelope that my dad filled out every week, and that us kids fought over to drop into the usher's basket as they came by. My dad called it the Pope's paycheck, which I didn't really get at the time. But here it's a different story. Pastor Linda oversees a relatively modest budget, and she does amazing things with it. She's assembled a small but amazing staff. Eric, our music director, is a revelation and in no way bears any resemblance to that church organist. And we have Crystal, our admin person, who is just a whiz-bang and helps all of us in so many ways. And we have Rachel now as our preschool director, also just a wonderful, wonderful person. So Linda makes a lot happen with what I mentioned is a relatively modest budget. And a lot of that happens not because of that budget, but because of all of your actions and all the time that you devote to this church. But I want to ask for just one more action from you, and that is to get your pledge cards in. I want to thank you all if you've already gotten it in, and if you haven't, go home and do it today. Our in-gathering is only 2 weeks away, and we want We want to get that done and put another successful pledge drive behind us and get back to our lives of gifts in action and this wonderful community that you have all built together. Thank you.